Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Mass Effect, the legendary edition on Insanity. But we are going to start off with talking to everyone on the ship that we can. Because I like talking to them, it's really interesting. I don't want to talk to you, but at this point I'm desperate. Okay, this is interesting. Don't roll your eyes
Anything
at
you
me.
need, Commander?
Uh,
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's
yes.
at.
Please tell me
Thoughts?
anything.
Is this an official evaluation, Commander? Or off the record?
Okay, this is... Okay, I think we finally talked to someone.
Alenko, when it's just you and me,
No,
you can
no,
consider
no,
it
no,
off the
no,
record.
no,
That's a
no,
generous
no,
answer.
no, no, no.
Okay. I think there's something
I don't
wrong
like
with all
that.
This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the
Never
council.
mind, keep talking.
Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
I actually agree
The
with
council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but
you.
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the council should see this coming.
Wait, why should they see it
Sorry
coming?
if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
Yeah, what did they
Tell
train
me
you
about
for?
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was
Don't-
brain camp.
Ooh,
Sorry,
that
hauled
doesn't sound
in is
good.
unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of
Yeah, that
biotics
does
could
not
be
sound
compiled.
good.
There are worse results of accidental exposure to element zero in the womb. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
Wow. What, you doubt it was accidental? Which, yeah, no, what, no.
I heard all about that. How companies would arrange accidents
Yeah.
to expose people to element zero.
There was never any proof of that. It's not what happened in my case.
Oh, wait, really?
My mother was downwind of a transport crash. It was before there were human biotics. A little after the discovery of the Martian
Oh,
ruins.
okay.
It only gets iffy around 63 when Kinetics was running out of first-gen subjects. Until then, they'd relied on accidents.
That's not good.
A bunch of guys in suits show up at your door after school, and next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero.
Wait, yeah.
You know of any intentional exposures for certain?
No one knows. Doesn't mean they didn't happen. As big as the exposures were, it was hard to track down accidentals. It was
Huh.
different then. No one knew the potential, so there wasn't a lot of regulation. Anything Kinetics did was gold.
I hate this place.
I'm not saying they intentionally detonated drives over our outposts, but in retrospect, they were damn quick on the scene.
Okay, so they didn't intentionally do it. They just kept an eye out for it. Ain't much better, but it is kinda better.
There were other kids in the same boat, right? At least you weren't alone out there.
I felt like you just jinxed
We
it.
did have a little circle that'd get together every night before.
Oh, never mind. This was a happy memory.
We didn't have much to do, though. It was a research platform then, and Kinetics kept Jump Zero off the extranet to prevent leaks.
Time to
And
talk,
you must have
though.
had plenty of time to get to know each other.
Yeah, we'd sit around and bull every night after dinner, play cards or network games.
Okay.
There was this girl named Rana, who had a
Oh.
little circle grow up around her. She was from Turkey. Her family was very rich. But she was smart and charming as hell. Beautiful.
Sound like you got a crush.
I think you'd have liked her.
Wait. Please don't tell me she's dead.
Sounds like she was special to you.
She was. Maybe she felt the same.
Oh, great, she's dead.
Things never felt together.
Oh, she's still alive. That's great.
Jump Zero is Gagarin Station, right? What's it like?
Maybe. Hopefully she is.
Yeah, that's the official name. Biggest and farthest facility we had for decades. Right on the termination shock, the outer edge of the solar system. It's where they did all the Goose Chase FTL research before we caught on to using mass effect fields. It was a sterile research platform when I was there.
Jump Zero is a long way from home.
Tell me more.
What was it like?
The grand gateway to humanity looks a lot better in the vids. But that's my own baggage, Commander. No bearing on this.
You'll never know. You never know.
It's a big galaxy, Lieutenant. Who knows what will come in handy?
If you say so, sir. Besides, I've got my past squared away.
Rex, what do you have to talk about?
So, we've got Saren on the run.
Oh, we can talk. Maybe not.
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm
What?
better.
Where did that come from?
Good. He's rotten to the core.
Thank you, Rex.
I could tell as soon as
Wait.
I met him.
You knew Saren?
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
Don't be
I
so
would've,
angry.
I thought it was important.
Fair enough.
I think I'd like to hear about it just the same.
This was a while ago.
Oh, yeah,
A
no,
bunch of
completely
mercs
fair
were
then.
bragging about a job out near the edges of the terminus systems.
One of that sounds
Said
familiar.
it paid well, and the boss was never around to ride them.
Still looking.
They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
Wait, Saren recruit. Wait, that's
I
Saren?
didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
I don't think it was Saren.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet.
Sound like space pirates.
I was on board checking bodies for valuables.
That sounds awesome, actually.
For some extra
Space
credits.
pirates are always awesome.
That's when I saw him.
What was he
did Saren
doing?
want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. Couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them.
So why
Never
did he
spoke
appear for this
to
one
anyone.
cargo freight?
I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out.
Smart.
Didn't wait to get paid.
What was on the?
What kind of cargo
Yeah.
was the freighter carrying? What was Saren after?
I don't know. All I saw on that ship was food and medical supplies. There were some basic weapons.
Was anyone
but
left
nothing big.
alive that he interrogated? Maybe.
If there was anything of value on that ship, I didn't see it. That's why I didn't mention it sooner.
What?
Whose ship was it?
Yeah.
There was a Volus trading vessel. Big one. Lots of guards. But they were no match for
What
us.
in the world would he want with a trading ship?
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right.
What happened?
Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
Huh. Very
So long, Rex.
interesting.
Shepard.
Very interesting. No, not you. Garrus, you want to talk about something?
Commander, how are you?
I could have sworn I asked about this earlier.
Why did you want to be a CSEC officer in the
Never
first
mind,
place?
completely different.
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Don't leave me on a cliffhanger.
Like what?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people.
That's a good
Guess
reason.
My father had something to do with it too. He was CSEC, one of the best.
Oh, wow.
I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
Ooh, that's... Sorry to hear that.
That's tough. But you'd think he'd be impressed you're going after
Yeah,
Saren.
that too.
My father's a CSEC man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says.
I feel like
Thinks
good
I'm
advice
too
for
rash,
everyone.
Too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Sid.
You'll never be Saren,
He actually
Garrus.
talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
Wait. No! I want to see a Spectre Garrus. How dare you not give me a Spectre Garrus?
You were asked to be a Spectre?
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate. Me and about
Oh.
1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it. He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power.
Okay.
No accountability. He
I
wouldn't
just
like
want
you
to point
either.
out,
No offense.
that was... I feel like that's kind of a mistake on his father's part. Yes, if you... Okay, see, that training could still come in use. Like, let his son go to special training, even if you don't want him to become a Spectre. Because that training is still probably very useful. Unless it was like a deal where, no, if you get this training, you become Spectre. Because why would you not want to have more training? Yeah,
I
no
suppose
offense
I can
intended.
understand his concern.
You can, but Saren's not going to play by our rules, C-Sex rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
I kind of want to agree with him here, but I wonder what Not True does. I'm feeling more Not True.
Just because you can break the rules doesn't mean you should. I don't need to stoop to Saren's level to stop it.
Okay, so I'm glad I went with
And
this
neither
one.
do you, Garrus.
I see what you mean, but I'll think about it. Thanks, Commander.
I hesitated over that decision for a while. I don't want to talk to her.
Commander, you have a minute to talk?
About what?
Is this duty related, Chief?
No, sir. Well, maybe.
Oh boy.
I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but...
Hey, you don't talk about them
I'm
like
concerned
that.
about the aliens, Vicarian and Rex.
Why?
With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
Because they're aliens?
You don't trust their motives because they're not human.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy.
Okay, and?
I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems.
Oh.
Engines, sensors, weapons.
I want to do that. No, what? No, I trust them. How dare you?
That's enough, Chief. You always second guess your
Not-
superiors?
Sir! No, sir. I'm sorry, I was out of line. I'll get back to my duties, Commander.
Not exactly how I wanted that conversation to go, but not disappointed either.
Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Yeah,
Not
give me
sure
this.
I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about her and her mom not talking. They're family, right?
It might not matter.
Not everyone has a happy family life.
I know. But I'm not gonna bet she's on our side just because Benezia didn't hug her enough.
Ouch.
I'll keep an eye on
What
it.
in the world?
Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years. That's impressive.
I mean, are they really
Dismissed, Chief.
destroyed? Or are they just buried again?
Sir.
Anyway, let's go talk to Tally. Where is Liara? Hey, Tally, how are you doing?
Oh, hello, Shepard.
What's wrong? You sound down.
Are you okay?
I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me.
Yeah, what's
Especially
wrong?
Your chief
Tell me.
engineer.
I'll take
But
care
I
of all
just
your
sort
problems.
Feel out of place. The Normandy runs so smooth it feels like we're not even moving, and the engines are so quiet. How do you?
Honestly,
think
I
it
would
works?
hate that. I would hate that. Like, I cannot stand silence.
The silence wakes you up?
Back on the flotilla, the last thing you want to hear is silence.
Oh,
It means an
that's
engine's
terrifying.
died or an
I
air
just don't
filter
like-
shut down. I guess you don't have to worry about that here. But old habits die hard.
I don't blame you.
But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds.
I
Now that
mean,
I'm out here,
understandable.
I kind of miss them.
I can almost say that's the point, Liz. Why are there so many options I want to choose from? You're homesick.
Sometimes we don't appreciate what we have until it's gone.
That's true. I'm starting to wonder if that's what the pilgrimage is really about. It's given me a whole new perspective on my people. And
Maybe
our
it truly
culture.
is.
You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them. But maybe they just wanted a different life.
You're going back though,
You
right?
do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually.
True
but we
enough.
have to stop Saren first.
True enough.
Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
Well, it was lovely speaking to you, Tally, but
should go.
I gotta go talk to Liara now.
See you.
Oh, there she is. She's all the way back here. Really? Hello, Liara.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
Are you okay?
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
She's the best.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up,
You're welcome.
I'm just glad we got there in time.
so am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me.
Oh, don't worry.
But I
That's
am
not a
like
you.
Venezia.
That's your
I will
mother
do whatever
thing.
I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
I know you will.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
What about Asari
I'd like
culture?
to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel.
Oh,
We were instrumental
really?
in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes.
I did not
My
know
people
that.
believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us.
Oh.
The galaxy is filled with rumors
Sorry to
and
hear that.
misinformation about my people.
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals.
Okay
My
then.
species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
How is that possible?
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved.
Oh, really?
But it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial
That
identities.
sounds intimate.
We then pass these traits on to our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
What about the other parent?
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards.
Oh, that's sad.
Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay
Oh, that's
together for many
nice.
decades.
Who was your father?
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
Why would I be surprised about that? They never would have, like, got off their planet. You don't know
Benezia
who?
never told you her partner's name?
Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species.
How?
Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then
That,
nothing has been gained,
no.
or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood, though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face. It is
Eesh.
a great insult among my people. It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too
Ouch.
ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
Yeah, you don't know that.
Maybe she wanted to meet you but couldn't. Something could have happened to her. Maybe she passed away.
You might be right. I hope you are. But I have no way to know for sure.
Yeesh.
Venezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
That's kind of sad, actually. That seems kind of mean, because that's in, like, the renegade area, so I'm kind of hesitant to ask.
You Asari live for 1,000 years.
Okay.
What happens when your partner dies?
Few sapient species live as long as my kind. We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our unions.
And what's
We do
that?
not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them. And even after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
But that just sounds romantic. What?
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
Yeah, tell me about your
I
mother.
don't understand it. She
Benezia,
was always
mother.
outspoken about the need for the Asari to become more involved in shaping galactic events. Maybe she thought allying herself with Saren would somehow be for the greater good in the long run. At
That
least I hope so.
extermination is better in the long run.
This hurts you, doesn't it?
No.
None of this makes any sense to me. I have not spoken to Benezia in many years, but I know her, and this was not like her. Something changed.
I feel like that's gonna start a romance. I don't want to romance anyone in this game.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
Do you like
You
it?
must enjoy something about it.
I love my work. Seeking out history's lost secrets has a special appeal for me. You were actually touched by working Prothean technology. That is why I find you so fascinating, Commander.
Thank you.
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
Yeah.
What? No, I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend
Okay,
you,
calm
Shepard.
down. It
I
was
only meant that you would be an
kind of a
interesting
joke.
specimen
Not
for an
really.
in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
It wasn't serious.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense?
No, not
You
really.
must think I am a complete and utter fool. Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please,
I'm not
just
much
pretend
better.
this conversation never happened.
Okay.
I should go.
Goodbye,
Goodbye,
Leo.
Shepard.
Well, everyone, I'm going to end the video off here. I hope you had a wonderful time watching, and thank you all for watching as well. If you want to see more of this series, or just see more of my videos, check out my channel and subscribe, so you can get notified whenever I upload a new video. But I will see you all later, where we will continue the main story of Mass Effect in episode 6. I will see you all later.